Captain America finally choosing to go back in time and live a life with Peggy Carter after he returned all of the Infinity Stones is surprisingly a controversial moment for some Marvel fans. Even the writers and directors of Avengers Endgame have different interpretations on exactly what is going on with Captain America in these sequences, with the writers believing that there were in fact two Captain Americas throughout the timeline, and that Steve Rogers simply lived his life while the other Captain America was taking care of business that he had already lived. Many people considered the two Captain Americas at the end of Avengers Endgame to be a plot hole, but again, as the writers explained, there have always been two Captain Americas in the main MCU timeline, and two Captain Americas present. The older Captain America who has already lived through Avengers Endgame, and the Captain America from the timeline originally. Recently, the Avengers Endgame writers have come out with another statement and explanation for Captain America going back in time, and addressing the supposed plot hole yet again, which is something they've already done, but this time they do so in greater detail. This is what the writers had to say about it. Stephen McFeely and I were just so taken with the idea that Steve went back, and somehow, therefore, has always been back. And Cap finally got to live his life, because you get Captain America loyalists who say that if Cap goes back in time, he is honor bound to fix everything he knows is going to happen. So he has to save Bucky, he has to prevent the Kennedy assassination, he's a very busy man. But that's not why we sent him back. We sent him back so that he could become a whole person and finally come home from war. We didn't want him to go back and just keep adventuring. We wanted him to rest. And the only way we could do that was to come to the solution that if there's two Captain Americas, he doesn't have to work, which is a solution that I'm okay with. This statement basically explains why Captain America didn't attempt to change history after he went back in time, a history that he knew would happen, but again, it was Captain America's choice not to. He deserved to live that life, and the events that were going to play out, he left for his younger self, in what the writers have explained to be the main MCU timeline and not an alternate timeline, which the Russo brothers have actually contradicted, saying that they believe that Captain America lived out his life in an alternate timeline. Anyway though, the writers here are simply explaining why Captain America didn't involve himself in a lot of the trials that the younger Cap would have to deal with, naming Bucky and then another thing such as the Kennedy assassination, explaining from their point of view they wanted Captain America to finally rest and go home from the war, thus answering the question to what many fans considered to be a plot hole. But now I want to hear your interpretations on this. Do you think Captain America could sit back and watch these things happen, with him finally getting his reward of a normal life? And are you guys satisfied with this explanation? I'm interested to hear the different points of view in the comments below. Again, at 260k, we'll be giving away 4 digital copies of Avengers Endgame. To enter that giveaway, here are the rules. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe, turn on notifications, and tell me in the comments below what Marvel Phase 4 project you're the most excited for. Thank you guys as always so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button to assemble and join our team, and have a great day.